Hey, this is Adam Post, publisher of College of the Dead, creator of more than 1,000 comic books, former executive board member of Platinum Studios, the comics to film company that did Cowboys and Aliens. And hey, this is some pretty big news. This just came out. South Park just made a deal for streaming, exclusive streaming with HBO Max for $500 million. See how that girl in the corner is freaked out? Well, there you go. It's a lot of money. I'm going to tell you all about it. What I want you to do right now is subscribe to the channel. It's a big help to me. Click the bell for notifications and go ahead and like this video as well. Now, do you watch South Park? Are you interested in South Park? Put in the comments below. Tell me if you are happy that it's HBO Max and like not Hulu or Netflix or something like that, or God knows what other streaming company, because there's like a million of them now. So this article is coming from Hollywood Reporter. Let's get into it. It just came out. South Park's $500 million library lands at HBO Max. All right. So this is for all 23 seasons, along with 3 more seasons that are in the works. They will stream exclusively in the U.S. So this is U.S. only on the WarnerMedia-backed platform after leaving Hulu. So WarnerMedia, now owned by AT&T, it's going to be on HBO Max, which means if you like South Park, you're going to have to get HBO Max. It has not come out yet. We'll talk about that in a second. So HBO Max has landed a massive 23-season library from Comedy Central. So excited. Could be worth as much as $500 million. Probably more. I mean, South Park has a massive, massive following. So under the deal announced just today, Tuesday, during WarnerMedia's formal HBO Max unveiling, the forthcoming streamer will have exclusive domestic USA rights to Trey Parker and Matt Stone animated hit. The pact also includes previously announced 3 more seasons of the series, very cool, which is produced by South Park Digital Studios, a joint venture between Comedy Central, Viacom, and Parker and Stone, the creators. God, they're going to make a lot of money, right? South Park will begin streaming in June 2020. New episodes will debut on HBO Max an impressive 24 hours after each, almost immediately, 24 hours after each episode premieres on Comedy Central. That's a deal structure that's similar to the ones broadcast and cable networks have at Hulu, bringing more urgency to HBO Max for cord cutters. The deal means South Park will no longer stream on Hulu as of next summer. Interesting. All right, so quote, South Park is unequivocally among the best setting, the satirical gold standard. Yes, that's true. They're very satirical. With a consistent finger on the comedy pulse, said Kevin Riley, Chief Content Officer at HBO Max. So obviously they're doing this deal because none of us even really knew, like, oh, HBO Max is coming out? Like, well, what's that going to be, like Game of Thrones or something? And yeah, that has a big following, but South Park is something that everyone knows about. When Fox first started its TV network of a bunch of little independent syndicated stations, they made some unique shows of their own. Married with Children was one of them. The Tracy Ullman Show, which eventually turned into The Simpsons, which was a big pull for them. But the thing that really made Fox work, that entire network, was that they spent what was a lot of money at the time for football rights. They stole them away from, I think it was ABC. And if you wanted to watch football, you had to find out, like, okay, well, where is this Fox network? And obviously, a lot of people have always liked football, less so more recently, but especially back then. It was the early 1990s. And it worked great for them. They established their entire independent TV network. It's fantastic. So the deal represents the latest massive library deal for HBO Max, with South Park joining Friends and The Big Bang Theory on the service. So they've got a couple of major shows. Unlike South Park, Friends and The Big Bang Theory were produced by Warner Brothers TV. So obviously they had an in. So Warner Brothers, having produced Friends and The Big Bang Theory, they could kind of direct their content into their own streaming service because they were the producer. They made it. South Park, they had to pay up for a little bit more. South Park, which is taken out into the marketplace by Viacom, represents a key sign that WarnerMedia plans to compete not only for titles it previously produced, like The West Wing, from Netflix, but also from outside studios. The deal raises questions about Viacom's streaming plans and its deal with CBS, expected to close in December. What deal with CBS? Viacom is going to merge with CBS. CBS is more than just a TV station. CBS was split off from Viacom, and now they're merging back together. All big fancy business stuff. So as part of that mega merger, Viacom will inherit an 8-year-old streamer as CBS All Access, which could have picked up South Park for that subscription service as a move for corporate synergy. But that would have been quite the investment to say, nah, we're going to pass on this $500 million. Let's just save it for our own wacky network. Good for them for just taking the check. Sometimes you got to know when to take the check. So South Park has been the #1 primetime cable comedy series among young adults for the past 6 years. It will join an animation library at HBO Max that includes The Boondocks, Robot Chicken, and more. Library titles continue to remain in high demand as the streaming wars kick into high gear, with 4 new services launching in the next 6 months. HBO Max, NBC Universal's Peacock will debut in April. Disney Plus and Apple Plus arrive this month in November. And you might have remembered from a previous report that we did that Disney Plus is going to be free for 12 months to all Verizon subscribers, which is like a massive deal because they're going to have millions and millions of participating subscribers for just from that one place, just from Verizon crossover immediately. Apple also, because of its phone service, is going to have an in with a ton of people because of their iPhones. So distribution, content, big money deals. Very exciting. Okay, I want you to also check out my graphic novel, College of the Dead. It's still available at collegeofthedead.com. It's a story of teachers and students fighting for their lives as the dead eat everyone in sight. It's 140 pages. It's black and white, completely done. Ready to ship anywhere in the world. It's very top quality, as you can see from this gorgeous art. And you can see more of the pages if you go ahead on collegeofthedead.com. And again, go ahead, subscribe to this channel, click the bell for notifications. I will keep you updated, and comment below. Are you psyched about South Park being on HBO Max? Do you plan on subscribing to HBO Max? Are you going to subscribe to Disney Plus? Are you sticking with Netflix? Tell me everything. I just got to know.